And similarly, we'll just let the same thing happen over on this side. Fantastic. Unfortunately, the Iron Golem's explosion not quite as useful with the positioning we're seeing there, but still not the end of the world. You're doing your best out there, and I appreciate that. Appreciate the hustle, friend. Keep up the good work, of course, and you know what, let's just scorch you a little bit here or there. Just a bit of toastiness to take the edge off. And that should be just about perfect. Door has to remain open to keep their access to me, so fortunately we don't lose access to our summons by extension of that. Beautiful. And then if everyone could just come waltzing through the fire and flames, that is beautiful. And that should just about punch the ticket for this group of new friends. Fantastic, love to see it. And so on and so forth as we keep going. As things go fairly smoothly, I can switch over to poison darts, of course, for our roly-poly buddy here, but shouldn't be anything we cannot handle at the moment. And once more, with gumption here, we'll let our friends do a lot of the heavy lifting in the early part of the fight, then we can just kind of join in on the tail end, take all the honor and glory. Love that. Love to see it. And another mark comes down, of course. Perfect. Just what we wanted to see. Oh gosh, definitely need my cactus giant. Please and thank you, my dear friend. And not too shabby. Fire damage, of course, being one of our less worrisome approaches that an enemy could take. You know, I'm already marked. Keep marking all you want, but I hate to break it to you, friend, it's not really gonna achieve any results as far as I'm aware. But again, you do you. You know, if that's your lot in life, who am I to tell you off or tell you otherwise? That would just be rude. It would be rude not to. Okie dokie. Vaults 3 starting to look super close to wrapping up. I'm almost scared for when we leave this place because things have been a little bit on the less than ideal side of the equation for sure. I mean, at the very least, this ancient champion is having a much harder time dealing with our shenanigans this encounter, so I cannot complain whatsoever about that. But we'll finish off this floor. I'm very much debating the Vaults 4. Maybe I'll leave Vaults 4 as just a potential if we still want to gain more experience, if we're still feeling a little bit under-leveled at some point, we come back here, but otherwise, I might be pretty happy to go to depths. Again, I'm trying to balance it out. I don't want to rush for sure and, you know, do my usual routine of making some terrible decisions in my haste. But I also wanted to keep the progression going here. And Vaults 4 can get a little bit nasty, and we've definitely run into some issues with depth-specific enemies. Or Vaults-specific enemies, sorry, I should say. Depths, on the other hand, you know, ice giants may be a problem. Probably like 20 other things that I can't think of right now, but ignorance is bliss, so let's just ignore all those and say, yeah, it's just ice giants. Everything else will go wonderfully. Ice dragons definitely couldn't possibly be a concern, you know? So, but let's try it out. Let's put our theory to paper here and see how it all behaves in practice as we make our way forward. Our first lich. Why, hello there, friend. How would you like to meet my cactus? Please and thank you. The bestest of boys, of course. And it's nice to just see the cactus being able to mainline for a little bit longer. Again, that feels like something that has not been true for the last little bit in Vaults. we were just talking about you, my dragon friend. Well, I'm gonna just hide, and you can hang out with all of my beautiful friends. Fantastic. As the final hit on the cactus there triggers the explosion in a less than ideal spot, I think would be fair to say. Speaking of less than ideal, a hasted and mighted iron troll. Hate that. Hate that very much. Oh, also a good opportunity though to confirm 35 and 25. 35 and 25. Numbers do not include might. You know, I always thought that was the case, but I liked the blind confidence it gave me to assume otherwise. Well, that buddy's gonna hurt then. I do not like that Sam-I-Am. Oh, and neither do I like accidentally placing an exclusion, don't mind me. It'd be nice if the troll next to me could die, so we don't have to worry about the shaman hastening them up the next time. Also, I can't believe my golem somehow just snuck out of there in one piece. Oh, my friend actually just left. So sorry, excuse me, pardon me. I'm just gonna squeeze on by you here, no problem. How very polite of our troll friends here. How very kind. To be fair, they were an innocent bystander. They had no volatility over the thing. That's not the right word. Volition is what I'm going for, of course. Volition over the situation. So you do like to see some generosity from our monstrous friends. Also, whoops, terrible example of tab key usage there. Oof, oof. As I, in general, start to take a little more damage than I'd like. At the very least, just Tengu warriors, not reavers, so we're not going to immediately be swamped by even more good fun here. Oh no. But that's bad. It's all coming up terrible. Heck yeah. Okay, Scroll of Fear. 47% chance on you, 64 on the giant. Yikes. Oh, really good chances on the birds, though. Stupid birds. I guess 2 pips of willpower makes sense with the 64. That's about appropriate. Oof. Well. Oh, jeez. Oh, didn't realize how much I needed that stretch until I did it. That felt amazing. But, again, going back to the well mine, probably just need to use a blink here. Head down this direction. Still might have left some other trolls behind from this encounter, but I think the majority of them came this way, just looking at the numbers. So sure, let's waste, you know, it keeps us alive. Another blink scroll here, just because kind of need to stay in one piece. And then Power of Cactus, come to my aid, please and thank you. Beautiful. Water Elemental, probably not the end of the world for us. But we'll run a little bit of interference here. We hit the Iron Troll just a smidge. But again, totally fine to see there because we do just use the extra speed we have over them to walk the heck away from our problems. And now that we've reset, we can hopefully do a little bit better in how we're starting to deal with our depths floor here. Still not super sold on this Thieving Cloak. Probably should have switched it off by now, specifically so I don't find myself in a case where the smoke clouds do completely screw me over from being able to escape. But hey, that's a problem we'll pretend we don't have until it comes to fruition, and then we'll just get lucky and it won't be a problem, right? We never don't have it, so how could it possibly go any other way? And there we go. This is a much nicer scenario for us to run into the Frost Giant, and it still sucks. Perfect. Exactly what we were going for. But let's quickly heal up. Maybe willpower can go for now, and we can swap that out for... oh, this ring that we never ended up buying. Perfect. Forgot that we finally got enough cash to do so, so actually brief detour to vaults, grab our fancy cold resistance ring here. And yeah, I'll swap that out for this son of a gun. And beautiful, with that looking a bit better in the resistance front. Of course, sacrificing willpower in order to get there, but hopefully that all comes out in the wash and that we'll be happy with it at the end of the day here. And burn, baby burn. Definitely looking slightly better for damage, mostly because we'd pretty much already be dead by that stage. If not... and against Spriggans, I'm usually pretty big fan of any kind of unavoidable damage, and no different in this case. We'll just launch a barrage of our favorite conjured balls of lightning, and that goes pretty swimmingly, really, all things considered. Probably gonna murder my own friends. Self-fulfilling prophecy, maybe, but regardless, my bad. Whoopsie daisies, folks. And definitely would like some heal wounds, replenish some of the consumables that we've been just burning through over the course of this run so far. I guess probably should handle demons with demons. Seems appropriate. How was I taking so much damage at the end here, though? I guess airstrike potentially? Oof, maybe I should have been paying the slightest bit of attention. Would have been a good idea, but why bother? And let's instead just roll the dice and see what happens. Could be interesting. So I could put down a blast mode, I guess, but that's not exactly what I'm going for. Oh, Calcodemon, you were so close to being the cutoff person. I appreciate the effort. Did your best out there, kiddo. But okie dokie. Are you resistant to electricity? You are. What fun and excitement you bring. In that case, we'll just leave our cactus buddy to it. And not too shabby here. Man, I need more living enemies, please and thank you. It's kind of what I do here. Definitely feel a bit more self-confident in that kind of arrangement, so would be nice if you could be so kind as to do so. Mostly just relying on cactus here, because unfortunately fire is not going to do a heck of a lot against that son of a gun. There we go, finally get the turns tabled here. And hopefully that means that we've kind of settled down on this floor. It's been a bit of a hectic notion so far, but looking a little bit smoother now, especially ignition is looking so much better. It's getting close to the point where we can start using that to its full capabilities here. I will call in a demon friend. I shouldn't have too much issue with this group, but why don't we use that PD while we have it? They will stick around for a while, potentially for the next couple fights regardless, so that should work out. Okay, maybe I was a little bit ambitious, as they're just barely going to make it to this fight if I had to guess, but regardless, still lovely. Holy moly. The banana boys are pretty brutal too. Which are the banana boys? Is that the Calcodemon? Yeah. Yeah, again, I still don't know where I land on that. And I think it's mostly because my stupid caveman brain is like, if I don't see big number damage, it's not good. No, like, notion of utility or general application usefulness. And instead, I very much judge that book by its cover. But I'm starting to come around. I feel like, again, specifically Malmutate is probably a lifesaver in its own right, really, at the end of the day. Well, hello, all of my giant friends. Jeez Louise. Well, let's phone a friend of my own. Ooh, I don't love this. Let's try to step strategically so that we're at least avoiding some of the worst case scenario here. There we go. Now with that... Oh, never mind. Our friends will all leave us in our time of need. Ouch. There we go. Final cactus does the trick. There is a wizard portal here, but I don't think I care. I don't think we're gonna go for it. I'm not feeling super strong at the moment. Don't really need anything from inside there either, as far as I'm aware. So potentially where that leaves me is just chilling. Being happy with what we got here. Less happy about what we've got over there with the Iron Troll getting hasted. I was kind of hoping we'd kill off the Shaman before they had too much of an opportunity to ruin my life, but that's fine. They even said put down some ball lightning, then immediately teleport away. So we do not get to see them come to fruition, but that is fine. You know what, let's actually shout here. I think what I want to do is engage Lightning Protocol. So if you weren't here earlier in the stream when we were in, was this Swamp? Spider? This might have been Spider that we came up with this strategy. The idea is you just make an absurd amount of noise from the stairwell with the plan to kill things quick enough that this doesn't become a problem. Almost became a problem there. But, you know, we draw a lot of attention to ourselves, sure, but we also deal out a huge amount of damage, and we have the easy escape of the stairwell. This is pretty much new age stair screaming. I guess stair shouting is probably what people actually called it, but it's funny how the little distinction between screaming and shouting makes a pretty big difference to the mental image that the statement conjures, you know? But there we go. Okay, Tengu Reaver. And now you might be a little bit more of a problem. I'll throw out all of our unavoidable damage your direction, and maybe that will go smoothly for us. And I guess indeed it does. So maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I could probably couch that sentence without the maybe and still be pretty confident in the overall underlying message. But not too shabby here. Just torch you real quick, my friend. And that should just about do the trick. So many trolls. Oh. And a Spring Guard? Is this Enchantress? Maybe? No? Not so much? Fair enough. Well, more lightning balls for your trouble, my friends. Beautiful. And again, this kind of has the side benefit of leaving us the majority of the floor looking way clearer than it normally would, just because we've already dealt with the majority of our new friends right at the onset of the zone. Silver Javelins, again, they kind of fall into that camp of like, I should just pick them up and carry them around for prosperity's sake. You never know when that might come in handy, but I don't know if I can be darned. Let's see, coming up to 18 spell power, or spell casting. Still not quite at ignition levels, so I think we'll train just a smidge more there. 19%, not great, hey? I guess we could swap to, like, lighter clothes. Nah, we'll be fine. Just keep burning through it, shall we? How could that possibly go wrong? Oh, my wizard friend. So it's getting to the time now where we're gonna have to start thinking about our third rune. I guess we do have ignition, so that Oh, there's my Mara. Okay, cool. I was worried, friend. I don't really want to face myself. I will box a beast, though. That's... Oh, no. Myself is so strong. Stop that. Stop that. You're gonna kill my summons, you son of a gun. How dare you? Are you affected by silence? You are affected by silence. You, though, are not. Leaves us in a bit of an interesting spot. Oh, definitely famous last words. I was basically asking for it at the time. In general, not super happy to see Mara here, obviously. We do roll with the punches. I guess, Mara, you are not very lightning resistant. You are, though, I'm guessing. Unfortunately. All my lightning could go up to main Mara. That would be grand. Perfect. Okay, got a little bit lucky there for sure, but it did work, so I'm not going to complain. And that should now, for real this time, pretty much be the floor if I had to guess.